Hi guys, it's Rebecca and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Estee Lauder Double Wear SPF 10. I have used this before, but I've had a few problems with it, haven't really used it in a while. The finish seemed to seep into my pores, make my pores seem more visible. It used to, if you've got hair on your lip, everyone has hair on their lip, it made that visible, lines up here, it just sank into all the lines that I didn't want to be seen. So it made it all very visible, but the worst bit was the pores. All my pores around here seemed larger and you could see them more. So I've been matched to 2W1 Dawn. I'm going to use a brush on one side and I'm going to use the Beauty Blender on the other side. I have had problems with the Beauty Blender as well, I don't know why. I might not have put enough moisture into it. It might have been the foundation I was using, but I've definitely put enough moisture into it today because it's massive. Right, so it retails at £29.50. It's 30ml inside. It's meant to be 15-hour staying power, flawless all day, won't change colour, smudge or come off on clothes. It's quite a bold statement. Feels lightweight and comfortable. We'll see about that then. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my L'Oreal Paris Skin Perfection Primer, which is meant to close all of your pores up and blur them away. So I'm going to use that only on one side. I have moisturised my whole face. So I'm going to put the primer just on this side of my face. And I'm going to put it into all the areas where my pores are visible. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side first, where I'll put the primer, and I'm going to use the Beauty Blender first as well. Okay, so there's the one side. That's blended in really nicely with the Beauty Blender. It was probably just me, I probably didn't let it soak enough. But this time it's gone on really nicely. It looks really good, really flawless so far. It hasn't set yet. It is quite light. It's covered up all of the redness around my nose. It's gone on really nicely actually. So now I'm going to do the other side without the primer and with a brush. So I'm going to take the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Okay, so now that's that side. Honestly, I feel like this side looks a bit more cakey than this side. It applies a lot better with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so now I don't know if it's because I put a primer on underneath, which was meant to be a pore filling primer, but I do feel like I can see my pores a lot more on this side, a lot more visible, same with my hairs. Yeah, but overall, this side, I much prefer than this side. I don't know if you can actually tell a difference, but this side feels a lot more lighter. This one feels a little bit heavier, a little bit more caked on. I really liked applying it with the Beauty Blender. This is the first time I've actually used it and liked using the Beauty Blender. As well as the foundation, which I'll probably use more often now. As you can see, the colour doesn't match fully. I was actually matched to it. It does look maybe a shade darker, but I can just blend that in with my neck and whatnot. So we just got to wait for it to set now. So a few more things. I do really like the packaging because it's glass. It looks really expensive, and it is really expensive. So that's why I like it. I like the gold lid. I just like the whole style of this bottle. The only thing I don't like about it is that there isn't a squeezy lid, you know, the squeezy nozzle. That's really made me change my mind. In the future, I'll definitely be using the Beauty Blender and not the brush. So I'll carry on with the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with a full face of makeup now. Set my makeup with some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in light. If I do look a little closer, there's not much of a difference anymore now that I've set it with some powder. The only thing that I have noticed first is on my lips I do get lines. This line has come up first. This line isn't so obvious yet, but this one is. I'll try zooming. So as you can see, this line is much more obvious. This one's barely even come up yet, but this one has. So that's the only thing I can only comment on at the moment. And the only thing I did in that area on this side and I didn't on this side is the primer. So I can only think that it'd be the primer that you should use, which would be like a pore filling one, which also like blanks out your lines. So maybe, I'm not sure if it will carry on for the whole day like that, but for now, this line's come up first and this one hasn't. So this side I prefer much more than this side, as well as using a beauty blender. It applies much lighter. It also feels quite refreshing using a beauty blender because, you know, you've got the cold water still inside it. Well, not loads, but it's still cold from the water, but so there's that. It just applies a lot more lighter. This side feels a little bit more heavier, especially around my eye area. I feel like it's a bit more caked on where I've used my brush. This is a lot lighter this side. Overall, I don't think you can tell much difference in my skin on what side's better than the other. Only the line. That's it. That's the only thing I can complain about is the line. Other than that, I really like it now. It is light, like it said. I'm not sure about the hours of how long it lasts for. That really doesn't matter to me, how long it lasts for, because I don't wear makeup for that long anyway. The colour and the actual finish on my skin actually looks quite dewy and freshening, quite brightening. It looks really nice. I'd say it's full coverage, even though it's really light in weight. I didn't have to use that much on my skin, and it's really nice on the camera. This foundation is quite expensive, it's more on the higher end. I really like it now. I've completely changed my opinion on it, and I'll be wearing it a lot more because I haven't used it in months. So yeah, that's that. I like it now. If this video helped you out, then give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!